Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for coming. Are you doing okay? I'm doing okay. I'm just getting some videos ready for the end of the year so I can relax a bit during the kind of Christmas, New Year part. Or maybe I've saved this video till after Christmas, I'm not sure, but anyway. Today I am going to kind of show you a bit of sightseeing. I normally go to a particular place like Tokyo or Shikoku or somewhere like that. But today there are various places around Japan. This is a bit of a digest of places I've been to since 2021, I think, because I'm going to be talking about TeamLab today. TeamLab are a famous art collective, like an international art collective, that have been making kind of eye-popping art installations since I think 2001. I think I read that. Mostly what you're going to see if you go to a TeamLab exhibition is some kind of mix of art and technology and nature, all kind of mixed together. So they like to tell a kind of a story about nature, and via the medium of interesting technology. Some of it interactive, sometimes it's like projection mapping, things like that. Yeah, all very interesting. If you've ever seen people recommending places to go in Japan on Instagram, probably they've shown you TeamLabs at some point. So I'm going to look at 4 different TeamLabs sites today, which I've been to. They're popping up quicker than I can go to them, so maybe there'll be future videos with some new ones. So I'm going to talk about the 2 that are in Tokyo. There's one in Fukuoka and also one in Osaka as well. So those are the ones I'll talk about today. Please like this video if you enjoy this sort of stuff. Please subscribe to the channel if you really enjoy this kind of stuff. And please leave a comment. Do you have any questions about TeamLabs? I'll let you know afterwards. And also please share this channel to anyone who is planning to come to Japan soon. This might be a good recommendation for them, especially on a rainy day. This will be a good one. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to myself. I'm going to do a little montage thing and talk over it like usual. I will warn you now that I took some of these videos without thinking I was going to use them on YouTube. So some of them are the like portrait style. So just imagine you're watching TikTok and just get through it. Might be a bit of a mix. I'll try to make it edited nicely so it doesn't look too confusing. But I'll see you on the other side. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so let's start close to home in the TeamLab Botanical Garden in Nagai Park in Osaka. We've got the interesting egg forest, lots of little objects hidden around, all lit up. They've got a flower field that's getting lit up by spotlights, and the featured art installation of these big blocks which apparently react to the movement of birds in the nearby area. Got some more eggs as well. You can get right inside the forest here. You can touch them if you want to. You can have a walk through the forest of anxiety. You can see some paint strokes being put around there. Some like wobbly like car dealership things. Very interesting. You can get really up close to them too. A bit of tumbleweed as well as you kind of wander back to the exit. And these interesting blobbies. The water looks a bit stagnant, but I'm sure it looks nice if you put the right filter on. Now let's go onwards to Fukuoka, where TeamLab's forest is next to the Peipei Dome. And yeah, this is a bit tucked away. It takes a little while to get there. This is more based on conservation of animals. So you can go around this animal area, and using the app you can kind of catch them, a bit like Pokemon. And they'll disappear from the walls and they'll be registered in your kind of Pokédex. There's this weird kind of ballroom. Oh, that's an odd name for it. Looks a bit like you're going to fall over. You have to walk on the little spongy ball things. Very interesting. Probably not good to do that with one hand. And some rather large kind of projection mapped spaces. I don't know what this was all about. Something about water. But this changes over time as well. You can see an elephant in the back. And if you want some kind of 1980s Doctor Who vibes, then you can go through this prismatic tunnel into another ballroom. You've got more inflatables to... I think there was like a suction vacuum thing on the ceiling that would sometimes turn off and dump all these balls, whatever that meant. And as you can see, that big room changed over time and became kind of like rock strata. So there we go, a bit of tech noir in Fukuoka, so definitely check that one out if you have a bit of time.
So let's move on to the capital now, to Tokyo, the new tallest building in Japan, which is the Azubadai Hills. And deep in the bowels of that complex there is TeamLab Borderless. So more kind of projection rooms. Again, this one focused more on motion. So there's a waterfall in one of the main rooms. And it's called Borderless because the artworks can move between rooms through these corridors. I don't know who that Pokemon is. You can focus on some old-fashioned art styles too. And even though those were on the move too, some frog parade. And some stormy-looking seas. So these were moving between different rooms. So they would change over time. An interesting projection onto some steam, like water vapor, and this very Instagram-friendly lantern room with these lovely lit-up mirror balls. And of course, you can take some selfies there. Hello. Some of the places kind of gave me a bit of vertigo. It was a little bit nausea-inducing, but very pretty. And you can design your own sea creatures too. Just don't tell the Pokemon Company. Some rather moody little space cubes with some oceans going on inside. You can interact with some of it too, so you can disrupt the harmony of the rooms. That's a rather interesting lily pad area too. They do a lot with mirrors to make their rooms look a lot bigger than they really are. And a kind of like inside out kind of memory storage area. And they love these kind of fibre optic rooms as well, which you can actually interact with the phone app, including making this sudden downpour. Very interesting. Also in Tokyo then, let's go to TeamLab Planets, which is the first one I ever went to. That's why we've got the portrait style. So another ballroom in there, some interesting fireworks, getting lost in a room full of anxiety and inflatables. And some more nausea-inducing kind of cosmic displays here, very interesting. And here I am in the fibre optic room. Why am I barefoot? Well, you'll find out in a moment, because there is a kind of water area too, so you can go kind of knee-deep in this warm water and enjoy the koi carp, which sometimes get a bit frenetic and turn into like fever mode. You can get double points if you go in there. Not really, I'm just making that up. And also this really interesting descending lily area, which is movement sensitive, and they'll kind of descend around you and gets this kind of little private garden. So there we go. Interesting thoughts on art and nature and technology. That is the TeamLab experience. And I definitely recommend going there one day if you can. Especially the planets one, that was my favourite. So thanks for watching so far. I'm going to hand back over to myself now.
Okay, thanks for staying all the way to the end. I appreciate that. So what did you think? I started to think, maybe after the fourth one, which is the last one I went to, which was in Tokyo, the borderless one, I started to feel like, oh, okay, I'm getting a bit of a pattern in all of these places, often seeing some of the similar things. But there was a lot of variation in what they do, especially the different sites. It seems like they're branching out a bit more into more different areas. For example, like the Botanical Garden one in Osaka. I just found out today when I was researching this video that there is there's a site in a cafe in Higashi Osaka as well, which is kind of like a field next to a cafe. I don't really know how that'll work with the TeamLab stuff, but you can go there. I might go there at some point. It's quite easy to get to from my house. Save up some money first. But well, speaking of money, the prices for all of these places, as of the time of filming, the Fukuoka and the Osaka Botanical Garden ones, they are about 2,000 yen for an adult, and both of the Tokyo ones are about double that. They're they're over 4,000 yen, subject to change. I think you get discounts for kids as well, so yeah, check those out. Book in advance as well. If you want to fit it into a particular day, you can't just turn up on the day. You're not going to be able to get in. So book in advance. I really recommend that, especially during kind of busy periods where you think a lot of people on vacation. Yeah, so please do that. I think my favorite one was the planets one. That's the first one I went to, the one with the kind of descending plants. that was really interesting and kind of more immersive because they have that water section as well. But they're all kind of interesting. Also, they all use apps as well. So I don't know if they're all individual apps, but you'll get a link when you go in, like a QR code to download it. You can probably download it from the app store, whatever you're using, beforehand. So if you're worried about using your data, then definitely do that before you leave the hotel. I think that'll be useful. So yeah, there are loads of them now. There's one in Okinawa, I noticed. There's one in somewhere in Kyoto, I think. I don't know if that's closed or not, if that's a temporary one. There's ones in China, they're in Saudi Arabia, they're in all over the place. So please check out the TeamLab website. They can give you all the information. Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. I hope that was interesting. And like I said, yeah, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or a question, and also share this channel to everybody who will listen to you. I would appreciate that a lot. So take care and see you again. Bye bye.